you some stuff, White Beast. What's that, Kevin? You'd rather not play Blaze Blue?
Maybe later, but I'm gonna have to be doing Genshin stuff.
Oh.
I think the event ends tomorrow.
Oh, yes, it does. Just seeing Danganronpa S there kind of makes me unhinged, you know what I mean? Hey, Vitch.
When does Ito come out? On Wednesday or Thursday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yes. Kittle, why do you make that noise? Alright, we are getting this set up. The great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Where's Stephanie? Where is Stephanie? And we'll be starting Among Us in about 2 hours. Usually I like to do shorter-ish sessions with this game. 2 hours seems like a sweet spot, but we'll see. We might get into a trial and then get really into it. Alright. Preparing myself mentally for the Susato voiceover. Prepare to win! I do need to make Armin, there's no way I can lose. Oh. So what happened the last time? It's been about 2 weeks since we've played. They moved in with...
It's coming!
Oh.
Jones's cry pierced through the thick wall of fog
I'd
around
like
us.
to return now.
Wisps of vapor flowed over the pistol as I cocked it, and I waited, breathlessly, in the stillness. The silence lasted for what seemed an eternity, until, at last, it appeared. From the shadows of the cloud, an enormous beast sprang out upon us. A hound it was, but not such a hound as any mortal has ever seen. Its eyes glowed with a smoldering glare. The whole of its ox-sized body was outlined in white-hot flames.
Oh my.
Its rumbling pant and hideous howl, so terrified was I that I began to tremble with fear. Look well, Wilson, Sholmes declared, gazing upon the mystical beast. For this is the diabolical hound of the Baskervilles.
Okay. I do remember that they moved in with Sholmes as a result of the last, what's it called? The last
pardonnez-moi.
trial thing. I can't believe Luna inspired a murder mystery. Oh. Hold on, I'm trying to decide if I want to switch my DPS for this. I think I do. What if we do this? Could this work? Our first 2 months in London passed by in a flash. Okay, so we're like time skip a little bit. In that disconcerting courtroom experience we were first thrown into on the day we had arrived in the country, and in Saseki-san's terrible ordeal that followed closely behind, we had emerged victorious. However, there then came an abrupt end to our opportunities to appear in court. Which was hardly surprising, of course, since I was nothing more than an amateur, an unknown student of law from a faraway land. So life in our little office was very quiet. How come they didn't go back and see the Chief Justice guy? Wasn't he the one giving them all their assignments?
You can't go back.
That is, until it was shattered one day by the fateful telegram.
I'm so excited!
15th of April, 1913 a.m., Naruhodo's legal consultancy.
You wanna come back?
Right, we have an office now. That's pretty rad.
Welcome back. Are you gonna nestle over here? Yeah.
That morning, I was woken by the unreserved knocking on the door by the telegram boy.
Where are you going?
Yeah, Fail. What was the conclusion? Basically, the maid that kept spilling the hot tea on the guy with the moon hair threw a knife,
Hold on, your tail's getting.
out the window because she was throwing things at her husband because she thought he was having an affair. She probably wasn't. We don't really know. And then the girl that ended up getting stabbed was walking below, found a book on the ground, bends over to pick it up, and the knife just goes in her back. And the little couple of the guy that works for the police and his wife, the guy moved the body to the other side of the street so that he wouldn't have to deal with it and he could continue to go out with his wife.
What a bitch.
It actually made me kind of like, aw, because all he wanted, it was their anniversary and he works literally all the time and it was like they were going to go out for dinner and he's like, well, shit, if this is on my like territory, even if I'm off shift, I have to deal with it. So he knew the boundary of his territory was across the street, so he moved the body of the girl to the other side of the street. Which is very silly. It's a very Ace Attorney, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's the
Look at
recap.
this. Look at this.
Oh, she's in your lap.
Mm.
Oh, she liked that. She was like,
Yeah, you like that? Good girl.
I listened to Kevin's podcast readings of those. Oh, the E-tier Pang Nation Omegaverse novels? Yeah, please no. I have those on mute. That is muted harder than when E-tier brings up Atelier on voice call. I don't know why the damage is still so low here. Like, I thought moving Remnant Violet would increase my score, not do this. Okay, well, anyways. But after he'd gone, Susato-san's behavior became very obviously strange. Susato-san? Yes? Is it time to leave for court already? Let me see. What case is it today? I don't think I'm scheduled to defend anyone at the moment, am I? Oh, no, of course not. How silly of me. But I think Iris said she would make us breakfast this morning, so shall we go down to Mr. Scholz's suite? Yes! Iris makes the most delicious breakfast food. She does, doesn't she? And once our bellies are full, we can leave for court in fighting fit form. Let me see. What case is today? Here we go again. So, what was it about? The telegram that was delivered this morning, I mean. Oh, a telegram? I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, but you're not gonna get away with that. Well, I didn't think I would. Actually, don't give it a moment's thought. It's nothing. Nothing interesting. Boring, in fact. It was just a boring old telegram. That's 3 times now that she's tried and failed to convince me it was nothing. I promise that I'll tell you about it at some point. Alright, I understand. I suppose Saseki-san will have arrived back in Japan by now, won't he? Yes, I should think so. He left immediately after that terrible ordeal. Yeah, that's probably what it was. Which would mean he should have completed the voyage already, or be just a few days away. A fortnight ago, we had that very long telegram from him, do you remember? Complaining of seasickness. But, by and large, it seems the voyage has been going well. Is something wrong, Naruhodo-san? I was just wondering what might become of Saseki-san had he stayed in London, that's all. You mean, as regards Lord Van Zeeks, the Reaper? Yes. I can't help wondering if seasickness would have paled into insignificance in that case. Right, because everybody that deals with Zeeks dies, right? I was kind of expecting them to tell me that Soseki dies. What is it they say? That no one who stands in the dock can be saved from the Reaper, right? Like the way that nightmarish trial ended on the very day we arrived in London. Even 2 months on, the case of that dreadful fire is still a mystery. Yes, but at least Saseki-san is safely out of the country now. Presumably that means that the curse of the Reaper can only take effect within the confines of the city of London, perhaps. Even if that's the case, it's little comfort. I have a terrible sense of foreboding. In the legend of the Reaper, if the legend of the Reaper is to be believed, it would mean he wields the sword of justice himself. Come to think of it, I wonder what he's been up to these past 2 months. Surely not wielding that sword against more acquitted defendants. Please not sparkling justice, please. I'm begging. Okay, hold on, I'm sorry I'm getting distracted, y'all. It's literally raining posters in E7. Okay. No, I don't think so. Apparently, Lord Van Zeeks hasn't appeared in court once since our last encounter. Oh? Yes, since Saseki-san's trial, he's withdrawn from judicial service again, it seems. Will we get Horny Bird Lady Part 2 Electric Boogaloo? Well, Horny Bird Lady has been in almost every video game I've ever narrated to people, so probably yes, if not already. For whatever reason, that's like my go-to voice when I see an old woman character. Really? Just like before, when he wasn't seen in court at all for several years. So, it's just been me who's had to face him in this recent spate of trials, then. Ugh, just my luck. I wonder if luck doesn't come into it. Sorry, what was that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Okay, so we asked her about everything. It's spring at last and the weather is warmer now, but I love the smell of the fire and steam rising from the kettle. Oh, would you like some tea, Naruhodo-san? Thank you, Susato-san, but I'm alright for now. With the green tea Susato-san makes me from time to time, and Iris's unique herbal infusions, this place is paradise for a true tea lover. Green tea is such a wonderful accompaniment to British tea cakes. don't you think? So this is the tea set that Susato-san brought with her from Japan. Let's hope she hasn't noticed me slipping sugar and milk into my cup when she makes it. It's just so bitter. Tea is a drink to be enjoyed, Naruhodo-san. You really don't have to force yourself to drink it, you know. I don't like to see you screw up your face so. We've only been here in London for about 2 months, but my desk is starting to look a little messy already. You could tidy up once in a while. Susato-san, I always say, making a mess is a small sacrifice to pay for being able to further your studies. And time spent tidying up is time you can't devote to the same cause. And time spent on ridiculous arguments is time that could be spent on some simple housework. She wins, but I'm supposed to be the lawyer here. Ah, this must be the telegram. Let's see. No, you mustn't look at that! Not under any circumstances! Alright, I won't. I'm so sorry, Naruhodo-san, but you can be very mischievous at times. Then put the telegram away if you don't want people looking at it. Do you know, I've never seen inside your room there, Susato-san. I've never even peeped inside. I should think so too. A young maiden's private chamber is a place of bittersweet secrets, you know. Whatever you say, young maiden. We were rather lucky to find that old aquarium left behind here. The prawns we put in there are doing rather well. And the anemones, too. It's a wonderful invention, isn't it? A sea behind glass in your room. Another example of Great Britain's greatness. Having to clean it out and change the water isn't so great though, is it? Oh, wait, there was something. Ah, the Dharma doll I brought with me from home. Still with only one eye color in it. I said I'd color the other eye once I won my first court case here in Britain, but... But you have one, haven't you? Twice, in fact. Because I feel as though I'm still lacking as a lawyer. I tell you what, why don't you color the other eye in once you think I'm a proper, fully fledged lawyer? If you insist. Alright, so I think we've examined everything, no? Morning, Runo. Morning, Susie. Good morning, Iris. Iris. What is it, Runo? What is that terrible noise? It sounds like a cat being strangled. Ah, yes. You noticed, did you? Oh, dear. Hurley isn't in the best form this morning, it seems. Oh, he's depressed. Hello. Hello, Mr. Sholmes. Good morning. A good morning to die, perhaps. Has something happened, Mr. Sholmes? You look miserable, and the way you were playing the violin before? My analytical mind is dead. Music is dead. The world is dead. Damn this blanched existence! That's all it is, my dear fellow. Nothing of consequence. I'm afraid I don't understand. Well, Iris, isn't it time we ate? Some dry toast and insipid coffee for me, if it's not too much trouble. They have a cat? Look at that cat.
Meow.
Oh, look, it's Wagahai. Good morning, boy. That must be some sort of tiny doors for cats to use. How did it get in here? Well then, everyone, time for breakfast. Oh, wonderful! Let me help you, Iris. It would indeed be a fine day to die. Ah, I knew something looked different. Something's missing from Mr. Sholmes' desk. You seem to be very unhappy this morning, Mr. Sholmes. What's happened? It used to be the case that in my hands, this violin sung like the dawn chorus. Its melissonant tones would make flowers bloom. It would. But now the muses are unamused with me. The goddesses of music have thrown me over. Hey, Dots. Good evening. Great Ace Attorney is going very well. We just started about 15 minutes ago. And we are on part 5. I am entertained at depressed Sholmes. Also, he looks a lot better when he's not in his weird detective outfit. Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? For hours I have bowed, for days even. Through the night I have endeavored to no avail. That sound, my tone, is lost. That brilliant, clear, unwavering tone, gone forever. No more recitals of unbridled emotion. Well, you haven't been practicing much lately, have you, Hurley? Don't worry, I'm sure it'll come back to you. Oh, don't worry, I'm sure it'll come back to you in time. Heed my words, Mr. Naruhodo. The goddesses of the arts are fickle. One day they bestow genius on a man. The next, they unmercifully withdraw it. Oh dear. Urgh! Why is this happening to me? If they take the turn I have for the violin for me, what is left for pity's sake? What is left? Deduction perhaps? Isn't that what you're known for? Mr. Sholmes, I don't like to pry, but your desk looks rather empty today. Ah, well done, Miss Susato. Your observational skills do you credit. Oh no, Mr. Sholmes, they pale in insignificance when compared to yours. You'd struggle not to notice, wouldn't you? You mean Hurley's great analytoscope? That's what Windibanks now. That's at Windibanks now. Sorry, it's at a windy bank? Now, Windybanks, the pawnbrokery.
Pawn? What?
You mean you've pawned that enormous machine of yours? It has some considerable value, you see, quite undeservingly.
But isn't it a very important machine for your work? I do wish you had consulted us if your situation had become so desperate. I would have gladly passed you what little income I have to you.
Dear madam, things are far from desperate.
But the pawnbroker has your wonderful machine. How can it be anything but desperate?
Making use of a pawnbrokery is quite ordinary here in London, I assure you. It is? It doesn't sound ordinary at all. It would seem that neither of you fully understand how pawnbrokering works. Oh. What's to understand exactly? What did you mean when you said we didn't fully understand how pawnbrokering works? To the people of London, pawnbrokeries, I don't know why I'm struggling to say that word so many times, are akin to banks.
Banks?
On Mondays, merchants relinquish their finest jackets and trappings to their pawnbroker of choice. With the money they receive in return, they are able to trade happily through the week.
And then on Saturdays, they go and recover their things using the money they've earned. I had no idea. This has been a fascinating lesson for us.
Everyone does it, you see, especially people in inner London. And should they have money to spare, they would purchase another fine jacket. Not to wear, obviously, but to pawn, should the need arise.
Oh, how ingenious!
So, whenever we have something that's getting in the way, we leave it at Windybanks, you see. A pawnbrokery can be thought of as an extremely secure vault. Who would have thought that even pawnbrokers are different here in Great Britain?
Of course, you have to watch Hurley with it. Sometimes he pawns things he really shouldn't. Don't you, Hurley? He's so bummed.
What does it matter? The world is dead to me now. Mr. Natsume's cat seems to have settled into this new home then.
Oh yes, and I've become very attached to little Waggy.
It would appear his previous owner is completely forgotten to him. Cats are unfeeling creatures, their mews as empty as the hearts of the muses.
She's holding it. If Mr. Natsume had no intention of taking Waggy back to Japan, I wonder why he kept him in the first place.
I know, I'm like, he just attacked at least half of chat and half of this room. 2/3 of this room, actually, because Kidodo is in here somewhere. Where is she?
She left. She's already done this.
Look, she's holding the cat. I expect he would have taken him if he could, but pets are strictly forbidden aboard steamships in our experience.
And for good reason. Terrible things happen if the rules of passage are not obeyed. Well, I don't mind because Waggy is adorable.
Yes, he really is. Oh yes, what about the door? I don't remember seeing that tiny thing in the main door before. Where did it come from?
Oh, you noticed? You're observant, Runo. Look, I use this. My latest invention.
What is that?
I call it the Cat Flapomat. Gosh, a machine for making doors just for cats? That's right. It can make a cat flap for a little furry friend like Waggy in seconds. And it can do it in any door at all. No wonder what it's made of. It's very powerful, you see. Wouldn't it have been quicker just to make the cat flap rather than make a machine to make the cat flap? Well, yes, maybe, but now I can make cat flaps anywhere I like. Oh, I think it's wonderful! You must make one for us in the door of our office upstairs, Iris. She really knows how to come up with unconventional inventions, this girl. Hey, pause. Haha. Oh, what was that? Wagahai? What was that? Oh no! Wagahai's tangled up in your violin! I think he thinks it's a toy! No, what's he doing to it? Oh dear, Mr. Sholmes' precious violin! Why should I care? What? I shouldn't be surprised. If the cat is a more accomplished musician than I now. I know, right? Mr. Sholmes really is in poor spirits, isn't he? Well, anyway, I'll put it back where it lives, shall I, Hurley? Out of the cat's reach if possible. Maybe we should assess the damage. So this is the violin, is it? It's a Stradivarius, one of the finest violins in the world, made by the renowned Italian luthier Antonio Stradivari. Oh, I see. It doesn't really look like anything special to me. I happened upon it covered in dust, languishing in a pawn shop down a nondescript back alley. That broker had no idea of its value, so I was able to purchase it for a mere 55 shillings. How honorable of you. And until today, it has been my faithful companion in every great Paganini-inspired performance I have made. I ask you, is there reason to live in a world devoid of music? To tolerate this blanched existence? No! There is none! Mr. Sholmes? What, dear madam, what? My thoughts are preoccupied with fancies of release from this dull routine. Well, it's about the violin. It looks very different to normal, don't you think? Hmm? What do you mean, Mr. Sato? Oh, Susie's right! Are they gonna say it's a guitar or something? Somebody
Don't you
replaced
think?
it? Oh, it's a fake. Yes, the tone of wood is completely different. And that's not all. I'm sure there was no crack here before. Wait, it's not even the right size, is it? What's this? I'm terribly sorry to have to tell you this, Mr. Sholmes, but that instrument isn't a violin at all. Then what? believe. It's an entirely different instrument called a viola. What? Oh, Mr. Sholmes, are you all right? You're right. You are quite right. This isn't my faithful Stradivarius. So what, pray, is this piece of string flotsam? Not your faithful performing partner, then. Ah, I see what must have happened. You do, Iris? Hey, Yami. Yeah, most of the characters in this game are extremely dramatic. Sholm's probably the most dramatic. This is just a simple mix-up. It sounds like Iris might be able to tell us exactly what's happened if we ask her. I'm assuming they're gonna say that they went to the pawnbroker and bought the wrong thing back. What did you mean by a mix-up, Iris? Well, you see, this viola, I mean, was at Windibank's until last week. At the pawnbroker's? Not Mr. Sholmes' beloved music partner. Oh, he's happy again. There is a proverb from the East which you are no doubt familiar, my dear fellows. Always let a beloved child travel. Yes, indeed. So you sent your beloved violin to the pawnbrokers in the hope that it would experience personal growth. Oh, what a wonderful idea! Last week, I pawned my great analytoscope in order to release my precious instrument. But it would appear Mr. Windibank mistakenly furnished me with this tawdry fiddle instead. But my ears cannot be deceived by the hollow timbre of this piece of timber. No, but your every sense was deceived by the fact that it just had strings. Pshaw! A fine state of affairs this is. And why I always say, Mr. Naruhodo, never trust a pawnbroker. They will try to fiddle you every time. But earlier you told us that you could think of a pawnbrokery as an extremely secure vault. Come, Mr. Naruhodo, dilly-dallying will get you nowhere. Sorry? Oh, God. Crunching your toast with that vacant aspect. Fressing your coffee so obtusely. Are you not a little embarrassed by your own conduct, considering the urgency with which we are faced? We must visit Mr. Windibank's brokery at once. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Sholmes? Precisely, Miss Susato. Without a moment's delay. But I haven't finished my bacon and eggs. My dear fellow, surely you do not still intend to crunch your bacon with an increasingly vacant aspect, to fress your egg ever more obtusely. All right, say no more. Let's go then. Don't worry, Runo. I'll be happy to heat it up for you again later. Oh, thank you, Iris. As it happens, I am rather curious to see what a British pawnbroker's looks like. Oh, we got 2 new locations. Alright, well, time to meet the pawnbroker, who is definitely going to be another quirky SOB. I like how there's shoes in the ceiling. So this is a British pawnbrokery. Oh my, there are all sorts of tools and contraptions in here that I've never laid eyes on before. Ah, Susato-san, and that spark of wonder in your eyes. You can't wait to scour the shelves, can you? I get the impression you enjoy places like this. Oh yes, I don't know why, but seeing a lot of things I don't understand is a real thrill for me.
My dear fellows, let us not forget why we are here.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes!
Hey, Thomas. Happy Saturday. How's it going? We be chilling with some Ace Attorney, which I know you enjoy, so you came in at a good time. We just began part 5, which we are trying to source what has happened to Sholmes's beloved violin, because it seems he was given a viola instead of a violin, and now he was very upset. And clearly Mr. Sholmes means business too, judging from the spark of fury in his eyes. Ah, Mr. Sholmes, sir. Welcome back. Here's a tip. If you call in sick to your job, don't go to your job a few hours later to go shopping. You would think that no one would do that, but I'm gonna assume that you work with a lot of younger people who tend to be stupid. Because I used to run into shit like this all the time when I worked at a restaurant. I remember, years ago when I was working at Islands, the restaurant where I worked, there was a kid that was working, I don't even think I was a server at this point. I think I was like an assistant to the servers, and he was working the same job as me, and he said, "Oh, I'm really feeling sick, so I need you to stay and cover for me," after I'd already been there. And I'm like, "Can you try to get it together? Like, I've been here since the morning. I don't want to stay here all day." And around the time when I'm supposed to leave, I'm like, "So what's going on?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm really sick, so I'm going to leave." And then later that night, he goes on social media and posts pictures of himself at like some basketball event. Like, come on, dude. You shared your social media with your coworkers. And then you're like, it's just so stupid. Like, why would anybody do that? I hated that kid ever since, because I ended up having to cover him. At least go to a different Vans. Yeah, that sucks for them, I guess. I mean, they did it to themselves, so I have no sympathy, but insane. Right, he suddenly felt better the second he stepped outside of the restaurant. Can you imagine? That's hilarious, though. We love to hear the stories. Hopefully you didn't die at work today, Thomas. I know, it's probably insane holiday shopping. Kevin got home from working at Nordstrom and was like, today was a day. Did you hear that brazen welcome? Well, yes, we are potential customers after all. We are disgruntled customers, Mr. Naruhodo. And it's time to inform Mr. Windibank of our ire. Come, the fight is afoot. Naturally, you will recall this, which I retrieved from you some days ago. Yes? The second-rate fiddle is not my faithful instrument, Mr. Windibank. The color of the wood is different. It has holes in it. It's not even the same size.
A wonderful summary of our observations, Mr. Sholmes. I'm so very sorry, sir. How utterly unforgivable of me! An inexcusable mistake for a pawnbroker! There is only one way to make amends. I'll have to take my own life!
Bye-bye.
I don't think that will be necessary, do you? If I may just say one thing before I pop off. Yes? It was you, Mr. Sholmes, who took it upon himself to remove the item the other day, I believe. Sorry. As I recall, I entered the storeroom to fetch your violin when I heard, "Ah, here it is." You did? And when I turned to controvert you, you had taken the viola and left, sir. However, there can be no doubt that the blame lies firmly at my own door for allowing you to leave. So I shall not grumble or grouse any longer. May this guilt die with me. No, stop, my dear fellow. The fault is mine. It would appear that the fight is over. I do humbly apologize, Mr. Windibank. Evidently, my questionable disposition precipitated this tragedy. Well, you wouldn't be Mr. Herlock Sholmes without that questionable disposition, now would you? Ah, I do believe you may be right, sir. Ha 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 ha! It's either laugh or cry, I suppose. You are, it must be said, one of the more challenging customers. I needn't remind you of the peculiar collection of items you've brought through my door in the past. Oh, peculiar items? Give me a sec, by the way, guys. I'm gonna make another drink. Whoop.
How much water have you had?
I drank like 3 glasses before I started drinking. Oh, you think maybe dinner around 7:30?
Yeah, we'll do that.
I'm excited about the ciabatta.
Are the patties in the freezer?
I think they're gonna be kind of like those,
Turkey burgers?
where you probably just have to separate them with like a, oh, actually. Yeah, you could squeeze a butter knife in between.
They're 2 a pack?
Yeah.
Okay. You just leave them out though. Just for the heck of it. They'll still probably be mostly frozen.
And unless if you'd rather have.
No, that's what we're doing. We can do that tomorrow. Before the rest. So, just let the rest of. You doing a burger person or what?
Just one. We'll split it up into multiple meals.
Alright.
These are grass-fed Angus beef burgers.
Huh? Sounds good. It's better than the meat that we get from our house.
realized yesterday I put the sausages in the freezer, so I took them out and refrigerated them.
Wouldn't really do anything.
Yeah, so we drink. Are you working tomorrow?
I don't have the day off. I think the Wednesday, maybe.
Well, I'm also off Wednesday. Thanks, Nancy. Oh my god, I can't wait till I can have my reading with her.
On Monday.
Yeah.
Should be a lovely exchanging of words, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Well, Kim just stands there. Looking.
I don't know if she's gonna be in the meeting or not. If she is, I mean, whatever. I mean, it literally won't change anything. No matter what happens, there's no pleasing them, so
Yeah.
it just comes down to if I quit then or later. And I'd prefer not to till after Christmas, so let's just like not jump to conclusions. Tired?
A little. I'm sure I'll wake up later on. As usual.
Didn't you drink your coffee?
Uh-huh.
Kevin. Get it together. Kiddo, what are you doing on my baby? Oh hey, we're back. Let me just tap real quick before we continue with the shenanigans. Oh, I think I might be out of E7 energy for the day. Oh boy. Brief intermission before I continue with the Ace Attorney stuff. What's everybody else playing right now, by the way? Everybody's still 14ing? I'm also looking to start Among Us within the next hour or so. Which I will be posting up in Discord to see if people are ready. You just beat up the Ezdaha? Yeah. I'll be on that grind tomorrow. With Phil. Fire Emblem, Arc Knights, and Genshin in a bit. Assisting with the light posters? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm like... I'm like trying to come up with a good team for that shit, and it is not going well. What are you doing up there? I think I might have left the sink like slightly on, so I'm gonna go turn it off. Because I hear dripping and it's gonna drive me nuts. Alright, we are farming hunts for the rest of the day. It's decided. It's the absolute worst? I think it is the worst. Some people say it's super easy, too.
Stay tuned at 7:50 p.m.
Fail is... Oh, nice. Fail is telling me I just have to use RAM, but I'm like...
Nope. I'm using her and I get like 100. Maybe like 230 and 240 in a good run.
Yeah, the fact that 240 is a good score, ooh. I have to ask E-tier what her team is. She has a speed Sirmia. I think that might legit be the answer.
How fast? Like speed set?
Yeah, she's like 210 speed.
Jesus. That's like 130?
Mine too.
That's what
You won't ever 6-star RAM, but you should have all the copies from the event, Ja, unless if you didn't grind the event. I 6-starred my RAM, but, like, she's a PvE chan. You did not. Oh, yeah, well, it was a terrible collab, so I'm not even gonna blame you. Okay.
Oh, peculiar items.
In the extreme, madam. For example... the unpublished manuscript of an eponymous work. My vocabulary is not expanded enough for some of the things that are said in this game. Of a person giving their name to something, or named after a particular person. These are weird words, thank you for making me not feel stupid. But yeah, some of the words in this game I'm like, huh? The novels of Herlock Sholmes, or some such.
Oh my, a new full-fledged novel? And unpublished, a story I have yet to read, you mean?
Ah, forgive me! Okay, the fact that this is one of his animations is just... You survived a crisis. Excellent job, E-tier. I've just received a light poster, now that we talked shit about it. Wait, E-tier, what's your light expo team? Because you get 600k. I need to know.
Wait, before you die, you must tell me more.
I don't want your butt in my face.
It's like that clip where she puts her butt in my face and I'm just like, ah!
You remember when that happened?
I must know more. Tell me everything.
Oh. Kisawan, he abandoned you, did he? Cerise, Aras, Sirmia, Rem. You hear that, Kev?
Mm-hmm.
That's E-tier's team.
Who is?
Cerise, Adventurer Ross, Sirmia, and... Wait, Rem?
Oh my.
Or Ram? Hey, Kisawan, are you playing, Among Us tonight? asking for a friend. They're both maids, E-tier. Is it the green one or the blue one? She uses REM? Wait, is... Oh! Because of the off-turn strips? Oh dear. No, you get a lot of points on the poster, which is, this is why we need to know. But she is sealed. Oh, no passives work. Then, Nani? E-tier Sermia is actually just that good. It is. I saw it myself. Wow, Susato-san is really fired up now.
Is there really an unpublished story under this very roof? Well, one day, the gentleman here brought in an old metal chest, you see. I should like to entrust this to your care for a while, Mr. Windibank. For a chest like that, 1 shilling, sir. Not a farthing more. It houses something of very great value indeed. The latest manuscript recounting the adventures of one Mr. Sherlock Sholmes. I beg your pardon, a manuscript. You wish to deposit a manuscript. Indeed I do, for I am confident it will be quite safe here. And that was that. As such, Mr. Sholmes' latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom. Mr. Sholmes, is that really true? Do I sense that someone doesn't want to talk about this? I continue to pay your fee, do I not? Then kindly continue to store my belongings securely. Of course, sir, of course. They're safe and sound with me, I assure you. On my life! This is all very strange. I wonder, could I ask you something? Ah, gentleman from the east, I see. Yes, that sable suit. I suppose I could offer you 6 pence for it. Without wishing to offend, the tone is somewhat dull. Sorry? Ha ha! But for your splendid attire, ma'am, 5 guineas, no less. The colors are exquisite, the design exotic. Eastern artistry at its finest, I must say. Oh my, 5 guineas, you say? How interesting. Why do I feel as though I've suffered some sort of defeat here? Actually, I was hoping to ask you about your business. I've heard it said that pawnbrokeries are used rather like banks here in London. Yes, sir, indeed. Many of my customers utilize the establishment as you described. Yeah, right. I mean, E-tier, your team outclasses like 90% of the guilds, so nothing to be ashamed of. I appraise their items and offer them a proportionate loan and 2 months of secure stowage. If, in that time, they repay the original sum
to me, plus the agreed interest, their items are happily returned.
But what happens if they don't pay you the money?
Then the items are offered for sale in my shop. As you can see on the shelves behind me. You can...
So you never sell items before the 2 months has passed then?
I think she might be in a mood.
Okay.
I think she got excited. I gave her pets. And she got all purring.
Not yet. Look.
That's right, ma'am, that's right. Which means some considerable responsibility rests on my shoulders. Should a customer's precious belongings be lost. Oh, she kind of shook. The very idea, Mr. Windibank, is an absurdity. One should never talk of one's demise so casually. Says the man who was telling us all it was a good day to die only this morning. And let us not forget that I have already helped you take measures to ensure such a tragedy never occurs. Of what sort of measures? I engineered a simple device, which Mr. Windibank has installed here in this shop. I call it the Red-Handed Recorder. Is that not so, Mr. Windibank? What was that deep sigh about? What on earth is the Red-Handed Recorder? Use your eyes, Mr. Oh, my dear fellow. There are two just below the ceiling.
I can see what appears to be a camera attached to some sort of timing device.
Very astute. It is indeed a camera furnished with some 100 pieces of celluloid film, and every 30 minutes precisely, the camera automatically records the appearance of the shop. Here, I have an example to show you. So there's clearly going to be some crime that happens in this shop because we're getting so many details about it. Resetting frame rate, by the way. Okay. Ah, yes, a print from the camera sent to record the activity at the shop counter. There's a dog picture.
It says Grambler versus in Relink News are on day 2, which is today.
Apparently it said Grambley's not getting rollback, but honestly, Maury, the Blaze Blue guy, says shit all the time.
He's in that development too, though.
I know, but just as an example, people say shit and then it gets
The way
proven
I've
wrong.
looked at it, I mean, yeah, there's some kind of way that it might still happen, and I've just been like, well, why do they say no when that company has so much fucking money?
Yeah.
Which it would probably be easier for them to do than Arc System works.
I developed a special type of film so sensitive it produces a crystal clear image even in darkness. Really? That's extraordinary.
Yes, you can clearly see the counter of the door behind it. Look!
You see? Were someone to enter the premises with ill intent, his identity would be summarily exposed.
But did you not say the photographic prints were taken at 30-minute intervals?
Indeed. As you say, my dear madam.
Yes.
Then what if the incident were to occur in between times?
One could only say that would be a cruel twist of fate. I must confess your devices have been giving me some cause for distress lately. I beg your pardon, Mr. Windibank. Surely they are anything but distressing. Reassuring is the word. It's the cost of the film, sir. You most graciously placed not one but 2 cameras in my shop after all, which means I must pay for nigh on 100 utterly useless prints every single day. I'm afraid the cost of the film will break me before I'm very much older. Nevertheless, a small price to pay to ensure the safety of my preferred pawnbroker, you know? My dear fellows, we verge on an age where safety and security come at a price. Oh, heaven help us! Now then, Mr. Sholmes, allow me to return your precious violin. Ah, the very thing. Thank you, Mr. Windibank. Perhaps this might mark the end of the peculiar items you tried to pop, Because if anything were to happen to one of them, this would be the only answer! I really think you ought to stop waving that gun around. Someone could get hurt. Fear not! Sorry, I've only loaded a single bullet, so no one but myself could possibly be harmed. That's not really what I meant. Good day to you then, Mr. Windibank. It's been a pleasure as always, Mr. Sholmes.
So, Mr. Naruhodo, now we can explore at last. Look at this! What could this lovely big shiny box be?
That, my dear madam, is a music box. Surely you have such things in your own country. I was gonna say, Dots, like, what is this character? I do not personally enjoy him.
Oh my, yes! I've certainly never seen one so large before.
Shall we listen a while?
What a sublime sound. It's like a music of angels.
I've never heard anything like it before in my life. This particular specimen is of the larger variety, commonly found in public houses and restaurants. There is a metal disc inside on which the notes to be played are recorded. Yeah, Dots, I think I agree with you. And honestly, I think Sholmes is kind of rising, in my opinion. I was a little annoyed with him when we first met him. But I think I actually, just like him at this point. And I could see the same thing happening with Iris. Ryunosuke is my favorite, but, you know. Simply by replacing the disc with another, any music you care to imagine can be played.
My goodness! What a simply delightful machine!
Indeed. Though their popularity has waned recently with the development of gramophone, of course.
Science and technology advance at such an overwhelming pace.
There seems to be a little door hidden behind that curtain there. I was trying to examine the skull. That leads to the storage room where Mr. Windibank keeps articles that are currently in pawn. You're building Legos, Shark? That's a fun thing to do on Saturday. Did you put a picture in Discord? Oh, you did! Fun!
Click on the gotcha channel.
Oh, the Gotcha channel?
Scroll on down.
Wow. You're just doing cat things, Kevin, whatever.
That's a random story event where you get a cat character, which is just a cat, and you can change it to whatever type of fur and color that you want. And the whole event is literally you just
Meanwhile, this cat is here.
Yeah. She's a little sassy right now.
I know she is. She's trying to bite me.
She's a little sassy right now.
She's a sassafras. Don't do it. I see her go for my jeans. She always tries to bite them.
I'm just gonna cut her knee. She doesn't have more exposed. Watch you, kiddo.
Nice. It came out really good, Shark.
I see.
There's nothing of particular interest inside. I certainly wouldn't recommend any larcenous activity. Recommended or not, it's not something I tend to do. There is but one key, and Mr. Windibank keeps it in his pocket at all times. Before he sleeps, he places it into a small pot, which he slides under his pillow.
How on earth could you know about that, Mr. Sholmes?
I am a detective, sir. It is my business to know what others do not. I am frequently assailed by information that I neither care for nor wish to retain.
Mr. Sholmes, you are a wonder!
And the prime suspect if this pawnbrokery is ever burgled.
What an assortment of things there are on the shelves here. Crockery, footwears, clocks, and watches. Almost anything you care to imagine.
Why are you looking at me, kitten? Those are forfeited items, not fortified, offered for sale by the pawnbroker. What does that really mean, though? When you pawn, or colloquially, pop, an item, the broker loans you money against its worth. He stores the item for an agreed period of time, after which the loan must be repaid. If not, he is free to display it in his shop for sale, at a price of his choosing. Oh yes, now you've explained it, I'm noticing little price tags on everything. Of course, simply by paying the agreed interest on the loan, one can extend the period of safekeeping. So you may pawn that black garb of yours without fear, my dear fellow. My treasured university uniform? Never. It embodies my student spirit. You have a splinter?
It's that thing I told you about that was like on the toe. I felt like I got something in it. And it might have like just healed over after a while, so it's just like a little bump of annoyance. But nothing's in there from what I can see. I'm trying to squeeze it out for a while.
Kevin Nar.
Just like calluses that.
Look at that enormous ledger open on the counter there. Mr. Windibank is if nothing else, very particular about recording the items he accepts. He'd have to be, otherwise he'd get himself into all sorts of trouble, which might explain the thing that catches my eye far more than the ledger. This revolver here. Do not entertain even a single thought of pilfering an article herein, my dear fellow. I assure you, Mr. Windibank would not hesitate to draw that weapon with a speed belying his portly size.
Oh, you don't mean he'd...
Blow his brains out, indeed, in recompense for his blunder.
Oh my. But in any case, of course we would never do such a thing. How could you even suggest it?
I wonder if he dies in this case. That would be interesting. Because, like, we've learned so many details about his shop, like, the game can't be introducing these for no reason.
Now, what do you suppose this rather enormous machine does?
It seems to have 2 little windows for looking through. Allow me to enlighten you, my dear fellows. What you are looking at is a stereoscope.
A stairs... Fascinating!
It is aptly named, I assure you. Look through the eyepieces and see for yourself.
Oh, I should be delighted to. Excuse me for a moment while I have a look.
Just before you do, there is something I should point out. My dear fellows, in order to see the image properly, stereoscopically, as it were, you will need to be cross-eyed. However, if that is beyond you, it is of little consequence today.
Alright then, I'm going to try it. Oh! Mr. Naruhodo, you must see! At once!
Oh, alright then.
So I need...
Oh, so I need to be cross-eyed. Like, I'm trying to look at my own nose. I don't like that. What the? I don't believe it. It's just a photographic print, but it seems like you could reach out and touch it. Yes, the sense of depth is startling, is it not? Stereoscopes are one of London's many fads. They are often found in little stalls in the park. People queue for hours to see them.
Why? Why are people meddling with such black magic?
It is no magic, my dear madam. It is, well, far too complicated to explain at present. We shall save this lesson for another day.
Oh.
That's not a calendar you could easily miss, is it? 15th April, today's date. Yes, that's not for sale, I must point out. It is an Eastern-style page-a-day calendar. Every night at midnight, I tear off the front page to reveal the following day's date. The perfect calendar for a tearaway fellow such as yourself, Mr. Windibank. And who was it who walked out of here with the wrong violin before? Well, when the agreed storage period has passed without repayment, articles are forfeited, you see. So I have to keep a close eye on the date. It's something of a pawnbroker's obsession, you might say.
Oh, yes, I can see you're very dedicated to your job. Look at this! Whatever could it be used for?
I have no idea.
There's a small catch here, just look.
We're going to open it, aren't we?
Oh my, that's amazing! It has some sort of spring-loaded mechanism.
Which we'll never manage to put back to the way it was before. What are you two doing? What? Us? Nothing. No, nothing at all. Whatever this device is, it seems to have a pair of little windows to look through. I feel as though I've seen something rather similar to this elsewhere. What? Only tuppence for it? That ain't fair, you know. The article is barely worth a penny, miss. I offer nothing more. Sounds like there's an argument brewing over by the counter. Come on, that can't be right. Have you even had a proper butcher's at it? I've seen all I need to see, young girl. So wait a minute, is this that girl from the third trial? Yup. Wait, don't we know? I'm sure I recognize her.
Oh yes, it's the young lady from Mr. McGilton's trial 2 months ago.
And then I will give you your dinners.
She's hunting you. Yeah, that bitch girl G. Gordon Bennett, you lot.
Hello, Miss Lestrade. I hope you've been well.
What? You remember me then, do ya? Well, I remember being completely surrounded by smoke, that's for sure. So, what are you doing in here? Down and out, like the rest of us. Nothing to eat. Come to pop that black weasel. Sorry, coat, Avia. What is it about this black uniform that makes everyone comment on it? Ah, good day. Unless I'm much mistaken. You would be the young pickpocket who stole our experimental smoke grenade launcher. Ah, Mr. Sholmes. So, you have something of value to pawn, do you? Allow me to see the article, and I shall negotiate with Mr. Windibank on your behalf. Pull the other one. I don't need no help from some stuck-up D. Get out of my business. Go on, or I'll make trouble for you. As you wish, Miss Lestrade. I will happily remove myself from your presence. He's really done it. He's gone. I'm sorry, but as I said, there really is no room for negotiation here. What is that thing in his hand? Some kind of metal disc? Oh, is it a record? And you, go on. Leave me alone.
Oh, Miss Lestrade, just pretend we aren't here. We shan't be offended in the slightest.
Susato-san can really stand her ground when she wants to. Whatever. Somehow I didn't really think you were the sort of person who'd use a pawnbroker, Miss Lestrade. Yeah, well, I am, alright? I'm a Londoner, just like everyone else. That a problem, is it? No, not at all. It's just that, well... Oh, I get it. I know what you're thinking. That thing probably don't even belong to her. Probably got it on the dive, did she? Yeah, I can see it written all over your Chevy Chase. Well, I might have been thinking something along those lines.
You're not going to deny it, Mr. Naruhodo?
Alright then, I'm gonna come out and... Oh, alright then, I'm just gonna come out and ask you straight. Do you pawn things that you steal from other people? Well, I don't know the best answer to that, really. That doesn't surprise me. Suppose, sometimes.
You're not going to deny it either, Miss Lestrade?
But not this time, alright? I swear, that thing belongs to me. The disc that Mr. Windibank is holding. Perhaps we should see what he has to say about all this.
Mr. Windibank, what exactly is this metal disc that Miss Lestrade has brought in? It seems to have hundreds of tiny little bumps on its surface.
This is a music disc, you see. For for use inside a music box. In a music box? What? You don't even know what a music box is? You Eastern lot ain't too savvy, eh? I know what a music box is. I've just never seen one of these discs before. The small protrusions on the metal disc encode the tune to be played by the music box. You simply insert the disc and set the machine going and beautiful music plays.
It's so incredible. Tell us what tune is on this disc.
Well, I'm afraid I couldn't tell you that. There are so many different types of music box, you see. British-made, German, Swiss. I have no way of knowing which particular machine this disc was made for. Ah, I see. And that's it in a nutshell. I wouldn't have had any customers for an item like this, even if the young lady forfeited it. Really, I'm already offering more than I should at a penny. That's a packet of lies. He told me he did. He said it was, well... He... Who? Never you mind. It just ain't right, that's all. That disc's worth good money. I know it is. Well then, you'll have to try your luck at another pawnbroker's, won't you? Ah! She's been in before, of course. This little tattered Demolian. What? I see. And brought some dubious article or other with her every single time, I might add. Dubious? What are you trying to say? I'm an honest customer, me. So, is there something dubious about the disc she brought in today? Well, if it were that simple... Sorry, what do you mean? That she actually brought in was a storage ticket.
A storage ticket, so... Miss Lestrade has actually come to redeem an article from you today. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. A girl like me's... Oh, me has a lot of stuff what needs storing. Alright, yes, that's definitely dubious. The article in question would have been forfeited at midnight tonight. But as she gave me the ticket for it and repaid both the loan and the interest, I was obliged to return the article to her.
But what was the article? Do tell us, Mr. Windibank.
The little scamp is wearing it, ma'am. It's the overcoat she redeemed. Oh. What? What's wrong with that? It fits, don't it? I mean, it's mine, so of course it does.
So, what about the disc then? How does that come into all this?
Ah, the disc is something else. A new article to pawn, if the girl and I can agree to a price. I'm confused. I thought you said that Miss Lestrade brought in a storage ticket today. It's really quite simple. Yes, the child brought me a storage ticket and the money owed on it, as you say. For this heavy black coat, which you returned to her care, as I'd understood. Yes, that's right, yes. And rather unsurprisingly, as soon as the little ragamuffin put the thing on, she went rifling through the pockets. Oh, you mean... What? Don't you know it's rude to stare at a lady?
Ah, I see. So it came from the pocket of the overcoat, did it?
If you mean this disc, then yes, exactly, ma'am.
She immediately tried to pawn it.
For quite a high price as well. This is rather suspicious. This is all rather suspicious, I think. Give it up. I'm just trying to pawn something like anyone else would.
Miss Lestrade, may I ask who deposited the overcoat here in the first place?
Well, me? It doesn't really appear to be your size. Me, old man? It's me old man's, ain't it? Oh, God.
is it, Miss Lestrade?
Yes, this is definitely all rather suspicious. Out of my way, please. Oh. Who's this picture postcard English gentleman? Oh my. Good day to you, ladies, gentlemen. What's your problem, eh? There is no problem, as long as you remove yourself. I've a matter to discuss with the proprietor. And if you intend to make it a problem of it, I shall see you outside, little girl, for the hiding you deserve. Look, ain't it obvious? I ain't done talking with him yet. If you think you're such a gent, you should know how to wait in line. Well, you are an impudent little brat, aren't you? As well as a pickpocket. Who are you? How'd you know who I am? The question is, how do you not know who I am? You haven't the courtesy even to remember the faces of your victims, it seems. What? You mean from you? Broker.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god, I thought he was going to take the gun out. I believe this filthy pickpocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no? Yes, the article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once.
Oh my!
Now that's a lie. What are you trying to pull? Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel. And needless to say, any music box discs too. Oh damn. No, you can't have it. You just can't. It's me old man's, or was, now it's mine. Oh, yikes, it's here.
Goodness, Mr. Naruhodo! This is a very awkward situation.
Yes. I think perhaps we should hear both sides of the story in a little more detail.
Miss Lestrade, is what the gentleman is saying...
What do you think? It's all lies, ain't it? Obviously. I swear on my life, I ain't never laid eyes on that dandy before.
Let's hear it now, you little ragamuffin. You stole it, didn't you? That ticket you brought in here just now.
No, I swear it. I swear to God.
It was barely an hour ago. I was walking along the street, minding my own business, when this little gutterling ran into me. I knew at once what had happened. I've been robbed yet again, I thought to myself. Those wretched pickpockets. Yet again? Oh yes, as you can see, I am a man of impeccable style. This isn't the first time I've been targeted by these back-slum scoundrels. Okay, I love this guy. Now then, relinquish my overcoat. Ha! Come along now, Miss Lestrade. Give the good gentleman his coat back. If you're going to cause trouble, I shall have no choice but to call the police.
Hold on. Why does everyone think it's me? Just look at this dandy cove, and you think I'm the dodgy one?
I'm sorry, but no one's going to believe you.
Well, what about evidence? Where's your evidence that I've stolen something, eh? Come on, let's see it.
Oh, I have evidence, naturally.
You all... Evidence that the article Miss Lestrade redeemed actually belongs to this gentleman.
Of course! We need only consult Mr. Windibank's ledger to know the truth. We'll be able to look up the name of the person who deposited the article in the first place.
Yes, brilliant. I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Oh!
I never ask customers' names. That's a strict policy of mine. But why not? Well, now, as you can imagine, some of my customers have circumstances to consider. A great many of them prefer to maintain their anonymity.
Yes, I see. But then, how can you know if an article belongs to the person asking to redeem it?
Oh, it's quite simple. Look, good sir, might I trouble you for the watchword associated with the article in question? Yeah, I kind of fumbled over that word, didn't I, Vitch? Anonymity, right? But I said anonymity.
Anonymity?
Yeah, that one.
Anonymity?
Animosity. There we go.
Animosity.
No, that wasn't.
Anonymity?
Anonymity.
Anonymity?
Anointment. Anemone. Of course, it's... Professor. Yes, that's right. And all the evidence we need. This gentleman is the rightful owner of the article, without doubt. A watchword? Interesting. So, about these watchwords, Mr. Windibank. As I just explained, I never ask customers' names when they deposit items with me. There are many reasons why certain customers would like to keep their activities secret. Oh, there's Sholmes again. That wasn't exactly a subtle glance at Mr. Sholmes now, was it?
Great detectives have no dark secrets, none at all.
Yes, well, anyway, that's why I always ask for a watchword whenever I accept a new article. In many ways, it's like the secret combination of numbers used to unlock a vault. The date of the deposit, a description, and a watchword uniquely identify each item. And of course, then I give the storage ticket to the customer. When someone comes to redeem something, I ask for the ticket and the watchword. And if someone tells you the correct watchword, you return the article. Nah, Vitch, I ignored the video. I'm not gonna watch it. I think I'm over Drag Race. I might put it on in the background when I work, but I don't care about it. That's right, sir, yes. Just as soon as requisite fee is paid.
1037.
And I have supplied you with the information you require already, and for the avoidance of doubt. The article in question is an
dear.
overcoat,
I must be
deposited
seeing things
2 months
again.
ago on 15th February. With a watchword of Professor. Hey Phil, did I buy Pokemon BDSM? Did I? Go ahead, tell me.
Oh dear, I must be seeing things again.
Yes, you've erred, my friend. All perfectly correct information, sir. But, ow. I almost gave her another voice. Really, this is beyond a joke now. There is no further room for doubt.
They're supposed to be the drastic equation.
Uh-oh. Ah. Wait, Phil, you're playing Arena? Why?
Oh, I'm so happy.
Epic 7.
Oh dear, I must be seeing things again.
And you keep coming back.
Yay, fail! I mean, Arena's sort of fun. It's like mostly a bitch, but it's fun. Yeah, well, honestly, climbing became easier because they reduced the reduction of your rank every week. So it's actually pretty scrubby, I feel like, until you... Even Champion 5, like, there's definitely fraudulent people there. I think I'm one of them, to be honest. Because I can't get my defense. Yeah, but Stephanie, why are you running her? Help me understand. Excuse me, but who are you? Who are you people?
I'm strong.
One would expect the Inquirer to introduce himself. Wait, Steven, can we compare C. Armin soon? Though clearly you are not British, so perhaps our ways are foreign to you. Oh yes, we're from the Empire of Japan. We're studying here. Oh yes, Japan. I've heard talk of the place. What is this guy? Its inhabitants live in some fiery brown-colored soup, dressed up with exotic spices. You might be thinking of somewhere else. And what was that theatrical gesticulation? What is that word? Gesticulation. Perhaps, anyway, if you are a gentleman, sir, you offer your own name first, before inquiring after the name of another. Oh, of course, yes. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo, a lawyer, well, a student of law, really. My name is Susato Mikotoba. I am Mr. Naruhodo's assistant. Yep, got that one. I see. My name is Benedict. Yes,
Eligos.
Not the pun.
Eligos.
Not the pun.
Eggert
Eligos.
Benedict. Yeah, I love him. I'm positive he's waifu underneath that top hat.
And the name.
Enchant. He's so refined in how he holds himself and how he speaks, but that name is suspicious.
See?
Now, to the matter at hand. My overcoat. Return it at once. To someone with the style to carry it off. Every move he makes, every breath he takes, I can't stand watching him.
I'll be watching you. What another pun. Why are there so many puns?
Cute. It's just Ace Attorney things, honestly.
Every move you make,
So let that be an end of the matter.
every take.
And thank you for your custom, Mr. Eggert Benedict, sir.
Kill me watching you.
With such reasonable rates of interest, I may even decide to come back.
Irakimasu.
Wait a minute, why does it say I've been added? Oh, it was Stephanie.
Look at the pose spot.
Oh, wow. Oh, you gave her some good gear, Steven.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
Well, wait, your friendship with her is only 3.
Typical degenerate swine.
Oh yeah, no, that's cool. Your Carmen's a bit faster than mine. She's hard to use for friendship grinding? What are you talking about? I think I need to look at mine. Honestly, I'll post it in a second. No damage, whatever. Just pair her with Omega DPS. Easy.
You've got built.
I'm actually leveling my 3 stars for friendship now because all of my 4 to 5 stars are level 10 that are 6 starred. This is why grown-ups, just because I'm a diver, everyone thinks makes me a liar. Well, yes. And the contents of the coat pockets, if you please, broker. Of course, sir. Here is the disc for you.
There you go, pretty good.
Just this one. Pardon, sir. You're using Melissa? Oh god, Ifrit. Get it together, please. I literally, the only 5-star or 6-star. No, I'm sorry. 5-star or 4-star that is 6-starred. That I have that isn't
Things to do.
level 10 friendship is Shuna. It's the only one. Oh, and ML Rin because I don't need the friendship molas. Because all of her mola enhancement increased damage. Which is like... why? Yeah, I think Shuna and ML Rin are the only 2. Even Shadow Rose is 10 friendship.
Did you ever accept the invite reminder thing from Real?
Oh, I don't know. Well, yeah. See, Steven, a long time ago. Oh, hey, Fail. Could you fuck off? What's that the screen of? Thank you. Yeah, so anyways. There was this thing a long time ago where they reduced the overall amount of molas required for a character to get plus 15. And when that happened, I got like 70 molas. So I, at the time, was using Shadow Rose on my Guild War defense. And I mola'd her a bit while that happened because there were so many molas that we just invested in things. Like, BBK had also gotten buffed when that happened, and I immediately plus 15'd her and said, I will build you one day. And y'all know I use BBK all the time. But Shadow Rose, unfortunately, was not as lucky. I'm pretty sure... Well, BBK got buffed again, and she's like, ridiculous. Yeah. I'm telling you, Fail, Scrubs can climb to Champion 5 now. It's just how it is. Wait a minute. I think my Sea Armin might be shit. Where is she? Yeah, literally doo-doo garbage. But, none of her pieces are 90'd except for her helmet. Here, I'll post it just for the laughing, Steven. We can laugh at it together. I also don't use her for literally anything. Let's laugh. Mine is more F-res than yours, so clearly we're going there. And a +5 Aureus. Oh, you posted a poster, Stephanie. Let me gambate real quick.
Ah, Rambo.
Alright, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Okay. I was expecting another. That is, I deposited another. Another disc? Oh dear. I regret to inform you, sir, that was deposited with me was merely the overcoat. The disc happened to be in one of the pockets, but I was completely unaware of it until now. So, Gutterling, you're hiding more of what's rightfully mine, are you? Says who? Eh? I ain't know nothing about it. Very well.
They're doing a Granblue versus fight right now.
Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style. Wait a minute. That disc is mine. What do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You've drawn blood, you filthy animal.
Oh my, yes! There's blood on the disc!
It's because of all those sharp little bumps. The man must have scratched his finger on them. I found it first, alright? I mean, it belonged to me, old man. So, you're not having it. Oi, you, take it. Me? I hang on to it. They'll have it off me again. So if you keep hold of it... Miss Lestrade, why is this disc so important to her? You there, in the black livery. Hand that disc to me at once, please. No, don't. He's lying. Grown-ups are all liars. What do I do now? How am I gonna resolve this?
Did you want the bacon or no?
If you want to, then sure.
I'm fine with making it. I'm just asking you if you want me to use it for
Let's do it.
like a strip of these.
Yeah. Alright. Before we go and do this, guys, I think it's time. I think it's time we switch over to Among Us. Ace Attorney did its job for 2 hours, and I'm very pleased. I feel like we're about to get to the crux of whatever's happening. Right? Great. Alright. Real quick. I'm gonna set everything up. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. And we're gonna resume in about 5 minutes. So I'll be right back.
Where are you? Where are you?